being published. Not the first book I've started, but it will be the first book I finish. This book is called, are you ready? Drum roll. Poor relationship choices. POUR. Yes, this book is all about the relationship that we have with wine and how that parallels with relationships in our actual lives. Believe it or not, it's not as strange as it sounds. You'll start to find as you read this book that you too have got relationships with wine that transcend the glass, relationships with people that remind you of an experience that you may have had while drinking wine with them or thinking about them while you were drinking the wine. So, this is what we're doing. It's different, I know, and I'm really excited about it because all of the chapters are already written in my head. I've been talking about wine as a friend for over a decade, and I really do feel that way. I don't drink wine without like a reason, right? I mean, sometimes the reason is because I'm awake, but there is still always a reason. Sometimes it's to pair with really great food. Sometimes it's about where you are and having an experience with others, sharing that glass, swirling that wine. There's all kinds of reasons to drink wine and enjoy it. And this book is all about those relationships. So, poor relationship choices. My toxic ex. We went through some rough nights together. We knew we weren't good for each other. And yet, night after night, we got together. And at dawn, I realized I made the same mistake again. Sure, I would make it 4, maybe 5 days without you, but every Sunday morning I would vow that that last Saturday was the last Saturday and our final rendezvous. And I meant it every time I said it. But come Friday night, I found myself excitedly slipping into our old routine. It felt so good to hold you. I would pull on my comfortable college hoodie, pull it all over my head. You remember that one, the one I was wearing the night we met. We would snuggle up on the couch and binge on bad TV, worse microwave snacks, and then I'd wake up angry that you dragged me into another all-nighter that left me sick with guilt and completely exhausted, while you carried on without looking back at the mess. Me, I was the mess you left behind. The next weekend, I went back for more, even though I knew it wouldn't end well. It never ended well with us. We always started with long and hard laughter as we pieced together shenanigans that straddled that thin line between having fun and committing a felony. Yes, those are the nights made of reckless dreams until they became the mornings made of nightmarish, poor choices. I'm talking to you, box wine. I bet you knew this song was about you. The sugar-filled headaches and vomit-filled toilets are no longer a fun rite of passage into adulthood. They're reminders that if it feels good, do it is a really shitty life strategy. But I slapped that bag again and again, and I was the only one who paid the price. I struggled to leave you behind. I pulled on that stained hoodie again and again, one too many times, as you glamored me back into a blackout abyss. I don't wear hoodies anymore, especially not that one. Kind of reeks of regurgitated Cheetos. I've changed box wine and I've grown. I pour wine out of bottles into glasses instead of opening a spigot and chugging to a chant. You're still living in your frat house glory days, playing video games in your mom's basement. You belong to someone else now, and I don't judge her for loving you. And I hope you bring her the same pleasure that we both shared, without the pain of regret that only I suffered. You'll do what you always do. You'll move on to intoxicate and toxify the next co-ed in a hoodie and leave her body on the bathroom floor while her friends hold her hair back and say, "We told you not to see him again. When will you learn?" My greatest years are ahead of me, box wine, while yours are, well, you'll always be where you were when we met. And look, maybe that is your best life. It's just not mine. I wish you all the best in your life, just not in my glass. End scene. So I would love for you to share who your toxic ex is. And yeah, keep yourself prepared to keep thinking about each one of these chapters and how they may relate to your life. As I said, it may be something in your past, it may be something in your present, or it may be something you're still looking for. And when you get your book, you'll be able to fill in those blanks on who your toxic ex is. Another chapter I've got coming up for you is My Forever Love, another called About Last Night, and even another called A Mother's Love. All poor decisions aren't bad decisions, but all of them have a relationship beyond the glass. So keep in mind, y'all, it is always wine o'clock somewhere, and I am so excited to share the next chapter with all of you. Make sure that you join the book club, the book launch club. It's free to join, and here's the best part. You get points every time you do something. When you vote on what my subtitle should be, which is what's coming up next. When you vote sometimes on chapters, on what their title should be, or maybe on the next relationship that I should cover. You can also get points when you watch these events online, when you attend events in person, and if you are a local business owner and decide you want your gifts to be included in my giveaways, that's something else we can do. I buy the gifts, y'all. I'm not looking for donations. I actually will spend money with local companies to get some great gifts to give to all of the members who chose to be a part of this journey. So thank you for watching right here tonight. And please share with your friends who love wine, your friends who love love, your friends who love books. You don't have to be a drinker to be a reader when it comes to poor relationship choices. That's a good line. I'll have to remember that. Okay, guys, time for me to actually pour myself into my pajamas and get ready for a big day tomorrow.